The 10-year Treasury yield is well below 4%, although it's made somewhat of a rebound after Powell's comments earlier on. Around 3.95 was the latest. Mortgage rates 6.5 on the 30-year. Diana Olick has more. Diana, again, we're watching these going, okay, they're ratcheting down. But at what point, you heard Josh Brown talk about this earlier, at what point does a company like Rocket get a real business boost, right, instead of just maybe some help on the margin?
Well, I'll get to that in a second, but I just want to start with the headline, which is that the average rate on the 30-year fix dropped 8 more basis points this morning to 6.55%, that according to Mortgage News Daily. So we're now down 20 basis points in 2 days, or since the tariff announcement, and it's now at the lowest rate since October 4th. Now, the homebuilder stocks, which sold off yesterday, are bouncing back today, likely on the drop in rates. The homebuilding ETF, ITB, which includes both builders and building material product stocks, is up about 2.5%, but names like Lennar, Pulte, and luxury home builder Toll Brothers are also up solidly on the day. But when you look at the real impact on this recent drop in rates on a monthly payment, because that's what we care about, the difference is really not that much from where we were when we started this year at just over 7% on the 30-year fixed. Here's the math. So on a $400,000 home, which is a little below the median price, actually, with 20% down on a 30-year fixed, and this is without property taxes and insurance, you're looking at a monthly payment of $2,033 today. Back in January, your payment would have been about $125 more. That is not that much when you're already paying over $2,000 a month regardless. Maybe for the entry-level buyer, but again, not that much. The builder stocks, though, may also be reacting to the fact that lumber is exempt from all the recent tariff activity. That's a win for them, although the chairman of the NAHB, the Builders Association, said the other tariffs will undoubtedly raise some construction costs. I would also note we haven't been solidly below 6% on the 30-year fixed since the summer of 2022. And last year, the expectation was that we were going to be there. Now, to your question, Kelly, is this going to be some kind of a boom for a company like Rocket? In refinancing? Maybe. But remember, if you're not getting a cut of at least 75 basis points on your mortgage rate when you do a refi, it's really not worth the cost of that refi. Will this drop in rates push more buyers who are on the fence into the market? You've already got higher home prices. You've got concern about the economy and everything else that they're buying. Prices are going up for that. I don't know if, that $125 is going to really matter.
No, so that's the math I was wondering about. So you think about 75 basis points is kind of where you're going to see that savings.
Right. And the vast majority of people, the vast majority of current homeowners have rates not just below 6% or 5%, but a lot of them below 4%. I'm below 3% on my mortgage. So it's going to take a lot more than that to get what you would call a refi boom. You might see the weekly percentage numbers jump by a lot because that's because the volumes are so very low.
Right. Coming off a low base. Diana, for now, thanks. Appreciate it. Diana Olick with the latest there.